Well, it's always hard to say. New imports are new imports. First time in Europe for these guys. Actually, Michael Zweifel, as they pronounce it in the U.S., he played in Italy for his dad when the Division III team went over there to practice, had spring ball over there. So he's a little bit more familiar with Europe. But both of those guys are new to Europe. They're new to this league, so they know they have a lot to prove. And we picked them because they were good guys. They had a lot of success over a long period of time during their careers. They weren't just one-season wonders or anything like that. Michael Zweifel was an all-time leading receiver at any level in the NCAA, and Jesse had 3,000-yard seasons. So both those guys had great careers in college.
I wasn't sure really what to expect. I was just kind of coming here, like I said, it's my first time here, so definitely want to come and get the experience, kind of see how they play the American sport of football over here, how they take it, and just kind of build off of it from what I know and what I've experienced in the United States, and just carry that over here and enjoy my time here.
I've been to Europe, and so far I've been here in Austria for a couple of days, but looking forward to seeing how Austria plays football. I got to meet the coaches today and see some film, so I'm excited.
Goals for this year, I'm expecting for us to play as well as we did last year, if not better. I mean, there's always room for improvement. We made it to the Austrian Bowl, we won the Austrian Bowl, but we lost the Euro Bowl, so it would be nice to, try to get both of those this year. I think it'll be a good thing for the Vikings organization.
Going off of what I've seen and what I've heard about last year, it looked like last year they had a pretty successful season, so hopefully we can kind of pick up where they left off, and we're going to have to get used to the team being from America and not really knowing too many people, so hopefully we can get used to them and pick up where they left off and play tough. And like you said, it's going to be a tough season, so we're going to have to grind through the season and continue to work hard and hopefully be successful.
We're in practice camp with the Green Bay Packers. How was that experience?
It was interesting. The NFL is a different world than college football, that's for sure, and the way they structure things and organize things is a little more business-like and impersonal, but it was a great experience. I enjoyed my 5 days up there, and it was a blast.
Predicting exactly what's going to happen, you can never do that. This league is tough, top to bottom, all these teams. Prague improves itself, obviously, by combining two teams together, so we're not underestimating them, or any other team in the league. Tundi and Daly are back with the Dragons, and Alex Good's going to be very similar to Chris Gunn with Alex Gross down in Graz. And obviously, Callahan and Talipwise are good players out there in Innsbruck. So very hard to predict what's going on. We're concentrating on ourselves, what we do, continue to grow with what we've done with Chris Gross, with Jordan Newman, our young Austrian receivers, our young Austrian linebackers, and keep building our team. I mean, that's the only thing we can really focus on. And then when we get into Euro Bowl play, we'll look at down the road what's going to happen there. But our first focus is on our first two games, and that's the Panthers and the Rangers before our bye week.
From what I understand and what the coach told me, it's going to be pretty similar. Though just like Division III football, there's going to be some dang good players at certain positions, and in other positions, there's going to be a lack of depth. So I'm expecting something similar to what I experienced in college football.
What do you think will change with the offense?
I don't think too much will change. Last year it was wide receiver and running back too, and I've seen the film on these guys, and they look pretty good. So Dustin and Kyle were both good, really good players, but I think they'll fit in good with the offense here. So I think it'll be pretty much the same as last year.
We came out on Friday, and the team pulled a little prank on us, but we got to run around a little bit, got to be introduced to some of the guys here on the team, and throw the ball around a little bit and get loosened up, so that was nice.
Looking at this large, tall receiver you brought in, I guess we see a heavy passing Vikings team next year again with Larinho and Holzinger and all the tall guys.
Yeah, we got Christoph Budimir, Manuel Thaler. Both those guys are almost 2 meters. Thaler is 2 meters. Daniel Stanzel's back this year as well. So we have a very large and athletic receiving core. Michael Zweifel is a coach's kid, first and foremost. So he's a very intelligent football player. He's very focused on his route running and the details that come with football. And I'm excited about Michael. He's really excited to be here in Austria and see what he can do on the football field. But when we put those kind of weapons around Chris Gross, we give him more opportunities, and then more opportunities for Jesse Lewis in the run game, and using our offensive line, which has done an extremely good job under Coach Habermuller. And I'm looking forward. Our offense is very exciting this year.
You broke some records on college, Division III college. Can you tell us something about this?
Yep, I have for NCAA college football, I have the most career receptions of anybody that's ever played college football, all divisions.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it?
Coach Calaycay told me that he really likes you because you're into football with your mind, about route reading, and you're a coach's kid.
Yep, my dad's a college football coach, so I grew up around football, and exactly like Coach Chris said, very, back my game on intelligence and knowledge, so that's where I get that from.
Will you play both sides of the ball?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I mean, last year they pulled me in towards the middle of the season and let me dip my hand in playing offense too. So I mean, it'll be nice if I got to do that again. I'm pretty sure it'll happen eventually, but it just depends on how Chris wants to do it in the game plan and everything.
Where do you feel more comfortable?
I feel more comfortable on the defense just because I've played defense my entire life since I was 7 years old. So it's like almost 18 years I've been playing defense, but it's fun to play offense too. You get to change it up a little bit, score some touchdowns. You don't get to score that much on defense. So I mean, I'm most comfortable with defense, but I like playing both.
What was the major reason for you coming back to Austria? Of course, I think you liked it last year.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing football, and then I mean the organization is just amazing. We came in last year. I'd never been a year before, and they just took me in with open arms, showed me the ropes, and then I mean we won games, and that actually helps a lot. So it was just a combination of Europe being Europe, and it's amazing out here, and I like being here, and it's different. We won games, and everyone's friendly for the most part. So I figured I'd like to come back again this year.
Do you have any other friends who've been already to Europe and told you something about what's going on here, maybe?
Yeah, one of my teammates actually 2 or 3 years ago was quarterback for some team in I think it was Switzerland. So he played over there. I kind of talked to him, and he kind of told me just the basics. Told me that it was an awesome time to travel, good time to play football. And then one of my other teammates that I actually played with in college last year is going to be playing in is it Kiel, Germany? He'll be playing for the Hurricanes there this season. So he'll be over there, so we'll be able to kind of get the experience together and see how it goes.
Defense-wise, we have one guy retired where I was really wondering why he did it, Ruthofer. He actually had a breakout game in the Austrian Bowl, and then didn't play anymore.
Yeah, it hurts me a little bit because Rudolfer is one of those kids, very talented kid, and he really had to focus on his job and his studies, and it was getting a new apartment and all that kind of stuff. The things that go around in life that sometimes get in the way of football. And hopefully Stefan comes back in a couple of years, but right now he needed to take care of that kind of stuff. So we understand. We have a very good secondary. Benjamin Bubik had a breakout year last year. We have Andy Lunzer coming up as long as Albach and Tuch and Salvanetti and Tillman Stevens back. So we have a very good pass secondary. I think we were one of the top in the league in pass defense last year. So I think we can continue to grow on that.
Looking at the Euro Bowl, we had last year a team who was really dominating. Was really not dominating, but playing really good with the Calendar Broncos. Now they say we're gonna step down. We're gonna bring in more guys from Switzerland. They have lost a couple of players from Europe. Do you think they will be tough again, or not so tough as last year?
And I just hear what I've heard on Facebook, and like you and everybody else in the media world, that these guys aren't coming back. And I know I've talked with. Coach Buffalo's not going back there. I talked to him a little bit. So I don't think they'll be as strong as they were last year, but you never know. See what happens as the season goes along. They're not in our group this year. Going to the AFF meeting in Switzerland, they decided in Italy, they decided to have that group together with the Raiders. Graz Giants is in our group with the Berlin Adler again. So yeah, we'll see how it goes this year in the Euro Bowl.
February the 3rd, the Ravens won the Super Bowl, and you think that is?
I liked it. I thought it was a great game for football fans.
I was actually going for the Ravens. I like San Francisco.
Do you like the Broncos? They're not my favorite team. They're my second favorite team.
I didn't want to see San Francisco win, so.
Now your favorite team are the Ravens, aren't they?
They are not.
Well, I like the Houston Texans, but.
I like Colin Kaepernick.
My favorite team is from my home state of New York, the Giants.
All hail the New York Giants! New York Giants!